Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And this is number 15. Yeah, number 15 in our ongoing Mozart survey as we work backwards through the alphabet. And boy, have we got a lot of Mozart to go. Oh my! I said maybe we'd have 20 videos. Who was I kidding? I think there's going to be a lot more. Anyway, let's see what we got here in this pile. Here's the clump. You can see there are a pile of operas here. Really mostly operas, actually, and some very interesting ones, too, that I really, really like. There's so many great Mozart opera recordings. Actually, it's fun to go through these because, especially with period instrument stuff coming out and people conveniently forgetting just how much wonderful stuff was done before those people popped up, even though they're very good. I mean, I love period Mozart operas as often as not, but there is so much other stuff that was done before and that doesn't lose an iota of its validity, because great singing is great singing and the human voice is the human voice. And who gives a shit about what the orchestra sounds like when you've got great singing? Right? I mean, isn't that true? Pardon my scatological language, but really, that's the point. If you've got great singers, the rest is just accompaniment. Who cares? They can do it on a kazoo for all that it matters. Anyway, Nathalie Dessay, Mozart Heroines. Beautiful disc. Oh my, on Virgin, with the Orchestra of the Age of Enlightenment under Louis Langret. And you've got arias from Die Zauberflöte, Lucio Silla, Zaida, Ruhe sanft, of course, which is wonderful. Ascanio and Alba, Die Entführung aus dem Serail. Let's see, Idomeneo. Yeah, and Die Zauberflöte again. O zittre nicht, mein lieber Sohn. Yeah, okay, don't zitter. She's a great singer. We all know that, so I don't need to recommend it. Then here's a little Phillips twofer. It's the Colin Davis Magic Flute with the Staatskapelle Dresden and the Leipzig Radio Chorus. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, And you've got, let's see, Kurt Mahl as Sarastro and Peter Schreier as Domino. Margaret Price as Pamina. I love Margaret Price. Luciana Serra as the Queen of the Night. Mikhail Melby as Papageno. Maria Venuti as Papagena. Maria Venuti, pardon me. The Sprecher is Theo Adam. He's always the Sprecher in these magic flute things. It's so funny. He's like, we need a Sprecher. Let's haul out Theo Adam. He appears on everything. And, that's basically Monostatos is Robert Tier. And but Zweiter Sprecher. Armin Ude. All right, fine. The Sprechers, what do? Go this way, go that way, keep back, come forward. It's a major role. Anyway, it's on Phillips, now Decca, and boy, no one ever talks about this performance, do they? And even Phillips releasing it with, no text or anything. It's like they were sliding it under the door, hide it somehow. But it's got some really, really good performances in it. And then we have, remember her. Yeah, Veselina Kasarova. Here she is. What happened to her? One of you opera people tell me, what happened to her? We used to call her Vaselina, Vaselina Casarola. And, it's like, oh my goodness, there she is. Mozart aria as well. We don't need to go through these. It's also with the Staatskapelle Dresden and Colin Davis. And she's a fine singer. She was. I don't know what she's doing now. Mozart and Beethoven, quintets for piano and winds with Rudolf Serkin. And some famous, Mason Jones is the horn player, the principal horn from Philadelphia. Wow, that's good. John Delancey is the oboist. Whoa, baby. Oh, they're all Philadelphia, aren't they? Anthony Gigliotti and Saul Schoenbach. Yeah, it's winds and people from the Philadelphia Orchestra, if I'm not mistaken. And wow, do they play. This is wonderful. This was in the Serkin old Sony Serkin edition, which I put under its various composers because it was easier that way. So now let's do all the operas. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 of them. Oh my goodness. The Entführung, the Abduction with Gardiner. I mean, these were fun because you wanted to hear what the overture sounded like more than anything else, with how they would handle the original instrument, authentic percussion parts. This piece calls for 2 tuned bass drums. No one knows what that is. They don't exist. And so, how you you fake it is kind of part of the fun. So who's singing this? Selim is Hans-Peter Minetti. Belmonte is Stanford Olson. Constanza is Luba Orgonasova. Blonda, Cynthia Seiden. Pedrillo, Uwe Pepper, and Osman Cornelius Hauptmann. Not the most illustrious cast compared to some of the other Entführungs that we've been discussing. But, it's Gardiner, and he treats it as a conductor's opera, actually. I mean, it's quite good. It's very good, but I prefer some of the other ones with, better singers. Yes. Mozart, piano concertos, 18, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, and piano sonatas 12, 14, and 17 with George Sell and Robert Casadesus. Oh, wow. Yeah. Hot stuff. We've talked about these before. I mean, they are absolutely wonderful and amazing. We don't have 6 operas. We had 5 operas. I thought that was an opera. It's not. Oh, this is interesting. Don Giovanni with the Vienna Phil and Leinsdorf. Leinsdorf was a really good opera conductor. He never gets time of day. And this has a wonderful cast. Oh, my goodness. Cesare Siepi is the Don. Birgit Nielsen is Donna Anna. Leontine Price is Donna Elvira. Cesare Valetti is Don Ottavio. Fernando Corena is Leporello. Eugenia Ratti is Zerlina. And Heinz Blankenburg is Masetto. The Commendatore, in case you care, is Arnold van Mill. And, Another Don, which is really, really good, with some tremendous roles in it, some tremendous singing, and it doesn't get a lot of play. It doesn't get a lot of attention. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Deserves more attention than it gets. Let's put it that way. And so does this, the Leinsdorf Cosi fan tutte. This is a wonderful performance with a fabulous cast. You've got Leontine Price is Fior di Ligi, Cheryl Milnes is Guglielmo, Tatiana Troyanos is Dorabella, George Shirley is Ferrando, Judith Raskin is Despina, and Ezio Flagello is Don Alfonso with the New Philharmonia. This was recorded in 1967, and it's really good. Really, really. This is what I mean when I talk about, you've got people doing it on period instruments, turning it into conductor's opera or whatever, and listen to the unkeyed oboe honking away in the background. Well, it can honk all it wants. But when you got singers like this, who cares? Just terrific. Then, the Klemperer Don Giovanni. Now, I am not, as some are, as down on Klemperer's Mozart because of its excruciatingly slow tempos and whatnot. The fact is, Don Giovanni is one of the pieces that was going to work, if any of them do, actually, because it's grim. It has its grim moments, and Klemperer hits the grim moments. Oh, my! He also had wonderful singers, really wonderful singers, and most of the time, they can handle the tempos. Here's one where they really can. And you've got Nikolai Gyarov as Don Giovanni, Franz Krass is the Commendatore, Claire Watson is Donna Anna, Nikolai Gedda, Don Ottavio, Krista Ludwig is Donna Elvira, Walter Berry is Leporelli, Mirella Freni is Zerlina, and Paolo Montarsolo as Mazzetto for the New Philharmonia Orchestra and Chorus. Now, this was done in 1966, so Klemperer wasn't quite dead yet. I mean, he had a few more years to go and a few degrees of slowness to add. So I like this Don Giovanni. I really do. It's a threatening performance of Don Giovanni, and it may not have the humor of some of the others, but if you take it really seriously, it's really, really serious. On the other hand, there's the Cosi fan tutte. This was much later. This was 1972. This was when Klemperer was conducting off of his deathbed. And you've got Margaret Price, Yvonne Minton, Geraint Evans, Luigi Alva, Lucia Pop, and Hans Sultan. A wonderful cast. And they're dying. Oh my God, trying to sing it at these slow, sustained tempos. You need more breath than existed in London at the time. It's just too slow. It has beautiful things. It really does. And wonderful singing. I mean, when they could do it. But, well, everything has its limits. And here he reached them, I think. But not for the Don Giovanni. So there you have it, my friends. Some more Mozart from the Overflow room. Keep on listening, and thanks so much for joining me. Take care.